Welcome to RMTC-DHH's series on the high leverage practices for students with disabilities. In this video, we will be discussing the 19th high leverage practice from the CEC and CEEDAR Center's publication, High Leverage Practices in Special Education. This video was made in collaboration with the PSRTI Technology and Learning Connections TLC project. HLP 19 states, use assistive and instructional technologies. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, and Florida law defines assistive technology, or AT, as any item, piece of equipment, or product system, whether acquired commercially off the shelf, modified, or customized, that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of a child with a disability. The term does not include a medical device that is surgically implanted or the replacement of such device. Most people, when they think of students who are deaf or hard of hearing, DHH, and AT, they think of hearing assistive technology. Hearing aids, FMDM systems, sound field systems. And note that while implanted devices such as cochlear implants and bone-anchored hearing aids are not AT, the remote hearing technology components that go with those devices, such as microphones and receivers, may be considered AT if the student needs it for a free and appropriate public education, or FAPE. And although hearing AT is vitally important for students who are DHH, spoiler alert, AT for students who are DHH is more than just hearing assistive technology. It is imperative that IEP teams consider the full range of needs for students who are DHH. That may mean a full and comprehensive AT evaluation be conducted. When the IEP team determines that there is a need for an AT consideration, it is imperative that the teacher of the deaf and hard of hearing, general education teacher, the local assistive technology specialist, or LATS, and anyone else on the IEP team, including the family, collaborate throughout the process. In 2024, the U.S. Department of Education, Office of Educational Technology, and the Office of Special Education Programs shared guidance in support of children with disabilities who need AT devices and services with their myths and facts surrounding AT devices and services, as well as a Dear Colleague letter. One myth that was busted is that an AT evaluation must be conducted prior to providing an AT device and service to a child with a disability. The fact is an AT evaluation can be included as an AT service for a child, but it is not required under the IDEA. With that said, an IEP team decision on the use of an AT device should not be held up simply to do an evaluation. If the team has sufficient data that the device is needed, then the team should provide the device. How do you determine what AT a student needs? AT can be viewed on a continuum from low-tech to high-tech. Low-tech tools may include items such as pencil grips, sticky notes, highlighters. Mid-tech items may include calculators, speech-to-text technology, or graphic organizers. High-tech tools may include AAC devices, an alternative mouse, or keyboard. In general, the IEP team should consider the simplest solution before moving on to a complex device. The identification and selection of AT should include considering what will have the biggest impact on functional skills, learning, and social and community integration. The HLPs define instructional technologies, or IT, as products or approaches intended to support learning and engagement. Examples include learning-oriented games and software or instructional videos. For students who are DHH, this can include apps such as ASL dictionaries or storybook apps, or programs like the Described and Captioned Media Program, DCMP. In order for instructional materials to be effective for any student, they must be accessible and must be aligned with the Florida standards. An example of an instructional technology is DCMP. DCMP provides described and captioned media that are both accessible and aligned with state standards. The user can even search for videos by the standard. All of their videos are captioned by humans for accuracy, and some even include ASL interpretation. Some of these IT tools may be applied as Universal Design for Learning, UDL, but if a student needs them in order to have access to instruction, those tools should be indicated on the IEP as an accommodation and may be considered AT. For more on assistive and instructional technologies, be sure to check out TLC's website. For more on specific AT and IT for students who are DHH, be sure to check out RMTC-DHH's resources, top apps for students who are DHH, and the Captioning Quick Guide. We will leave you with this point to ponder. What assistive or instructional technology tools do you use to increase student function and engagement? Come to the TA Live discussion to learn how your colleagues address this question, and share your thoughts to collaborate together. Remember to check out additional resources in the Live Binder. You can access a Live Binder on the RMTC-DHH TA Live website or by going to the bit.ly/RMTC-HLP. Can't make it to the discussion session? Or perhaps you're watching a recording of this at a later time. An idea to still work within your district is to visit the Iris Center HLP Interactive Alignment Tool. This tool identifies which IRIS resource provides information on each specific HLP. Where can you find information on the IRIS Center? If you guessed the Live Binder, you are right. Remember, you can find that at bit.ly/RMTC-HLP. To watch more videos about the HLPs, make sure you check out the TA Live archive in our video library. Until next time, we'll see you around. This video was created by the Resource Materials and Technology Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, RMTC-DHH, a special project funded by the State of Florida Department of Education, Bureau of Exceptional Education and Student Services, and through federal assistance under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, Part B and IDA Part B trust funds, and through an agreement with the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. The information included does not reflect any specific endorsement by any parties involved.